Izzo, and this is the Bull of MLM Network Marketing Warfare Podcast. All right, we're going to talk about a touchy subject today, and I think it's the anti-MLMers. And here's the deal. I honestly think that if we want to start getting credibility in this industry, which is the goal of network marketing, to bring back a polish and a shine in this industry, we have to be accountable to the people who challenge us. It's as simple as that. If you're listening on the podcast and you want to see what we're doing, I'm going to be pulling up. I'm going to give some recognition to some Instagram accounts, one today. So if you want to see it, don't forget we have the Bull of MLM YouTube channel. I've been thinking about this, for quite a while. I used to go back and forth wondering, do I or dare I? What's the point at this point? Acknowledge the trolls that we wind up having. And I thought about it for a while. I think it's important that we do. This is anti-MLM Nicole on Instagram. Anti-MLM Nicole on Instagram. I don't know her. Never met her. Never talked to her. But you know what? So like I said, I was thinking about this. I never really give these people any attention whatsoever. And when they comment on any of my Instagram content, if you engage in it, because I've had to learn the hard way, right? From any content whatsoever, faith, business, relationships, fitness, when you engage in the comment section, you really gain nothing. I was talking to somebody the other day, reminding myself that 10 years ago, I was in an online debate with someone about the martial art that I do. And he was in Europe. And the argument stopped, and I waited 6 or 8 hours for him to wake back up and come back online for me to get more. I don't even remember what the hell we were arguing about. I wasted all of my day for that, was the point. And I don't even remember. I gained nothing from it. But here's the deal. I want to legitimize this industry, especially for people who are thinking about coming in. I'm not... Here's my 2 cents. For people to create an anti-MLM and then insert their name into a page for Instagram shows they were fucking hurt by this industry. I'm going to tell you, this industry has some real shit problems in it. It really does. And we need to address it right now. You look at her page, a couple of her latest posts. Quote, I did not feel comfortable saying I was an atheist to anyone on my team. It's from a former Beachbody rep, an honest submission to her. Another one says, quote, the MLM made me detest Christians. The faith manipulation was horrendous. We're going to start there for a second. 100% correct. Holy shit. 100% correct. So I started MLM it was 15 years ago. And how I got involved with it was I was renting space at a gym that I was teaching, martial arts from. And he kept pushing. I want you to see this. I want you to see this. I want you to see this. I said, I don't fucking want to look at what you're doing. I'm paying you $500 a month. I want to teach a class. So he goes, well, I'm going to give you a month off of your rent if you look at what I do. $500? I'll take it 100%. So I wound up watching it, and I was impressed with the pitch, the emotionalism behind the pitch. I bought it hook, line, and sinker. You can make all this money, blah, 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 blah. I'm very money driven. 100%, and that's my thing. There's great product in it. I don't like the culture, and I'm all about the money. So I will go money first, product second, culture last. And those are the 3 C's that we teach in our methodology of network marketing: commerce, cash flow, and culture. I got into it. If anybody still has the video, I think in 2013, I went to an event and I was crying on the fucking event when it was my turn to sit in the hot seat in front of everyone. And I had just gone through a breakup at the time and I was emotional. I had my family air quotes here that I'm in this thing. And I'm like, I can't talk because I'm an emotional guy. And I remember the tears flowing. Somebody's got it on tape, right? And I'm like, okay, this is amazing. Oh shit. I'm going to tell you a couple different things. The faith is 100% manipulative when you're an MLM. It seems to attract insane Christians. Now, let me put this caveat out there before you get all fucking pissed. I'm a Christian, 100% Christian. raised Roman Catholic, was baptized in the Catholic faith, baptized as an adult in the Christian faith. I go to church almost every single Sunday. I didn't go this last Sunday. I talk about the Bible. I drop an F-bomb all the time. Christians are the worst, but they also know how to leverage that faith when it comes down to manipulating you on their team. When you think about it, can you be faith-based and still engage in or run a company? 100%. That's going to look at Chick-fil-A, Christian-based company. They don't refuse anybody's business. I've proclaimed it, and I've made it very public that with my business, my martial arts, my relationships, Christ is always first with me. But I've never said anybody, okay, you got to fundamentally get on the board with Jesus if you're going to get on my team. But the worst part about it is, is the hypocrisy. Can I clue you in a little MLM secret? And remove the companies, because I've never seen a company endorse this. Never. But the teams I have, and they endorse it with their silence. But they all play like they're aghast when it comes up. Let's address the elephant in the room. Everybody's fucking an MLM. Everybody. So when you get these Christians out there who are saying, oh, we're so high and mighty and righteous with Jesus on our team, bullshit. Bullshit. You are cheating. So many of you love the attention you get from the opposite sex, sometimes the same sex. You are absolutely stepping out on your spouses or significant others in the industry. How do I know? Because I've been a part of it. 100%. I have 100% just sucked up the attention I've gotten from the women who were on my team when I was in it and taking advantage of it. 100% absolutely recognize it. And I've seen many, many, many others do it, especially women in power. And women in power are some of the worst when it comes to network marketing because they don't mentor other women. Very few will mentor the other women to raise up to that level, but a lot of them love that power and they wind up leveraging it. So that goes in any business. Law enforcement, shit. When I was a cop, you know how many cops are sitting there jocking one another? All the time. So it's not exclusive to network marketing, but the problem I have with it is they act like they're above everyone else. It's absolutely faith manipulative when it comes down to this industry. I don't know why it has to be I know why it has to be the center of the person. I mean, you're going to talk about faith-wise. You know, my money that I get, the income is allowed by God. It's His. You know, it's a gift from Him for me to use properly. But I don't leverage that to wind up attracting business. And I sure as shit do not see the value in manipulating people with their faith, which is what a lot of people do. And I've been to these events. Every single, air quotes, training event I've ever been to always comes down to motivation and manipulation of heartstrings. And that's where faith comes in. I've been to I went to a Tony Robbins seminar for 4 days in 2009. I walked on fire. You know, I paid $1,000. It was extreme. What I got from it was they were very big on changing your state. We did 15-hour days, and I was never tired once. It's because of the engagement with the speaker, the inflection with their voices, right? They would keep you captivated. There was no monotone in there. And every hour, you would get up and jump up and down and dance and all this, and even I would do it, to get your heart rate back up and change your state. When your state was elevated, you sat back down, you kept going. That was valuable to me. I don't really remember too much the rest of the seminar. I really don't, because it was motivation. Yeah, we talked about alkaline and acidic aspects of your body, so I kind of remember that. I took a bunch of notes. So when I go to these events, I'm always trying to take notes. I've never been to a network marketing annual event by the company or by the team leader that teaches you sales. And we are in direct sales. The company will always do product knowledge. Do I think it's important? 100%. But I think it's even more valuable for you to wind up defaulting to the company when you're asked about the product. Hey, can you tell me the product contains X, Y, and Z? I don't have that information, but let's go to the product website and take a look at it, right? I think you always default or defer to what the company has to say about a product, right? I don't like talking about that. But sales is important. Last seminar I went to was a 3-day seminar, and I understood the value of it because it had answered a question that made sense, and the guy who said it didn't even realize he understood it. And I stopped taking notes. One of the things that I've always wondered during the course of the network marketing is we do 4 things: contact people, invite them to see a plan, follow up with them, and schedule a call, right? Contact, invite, show the plan, follow up. That's all you do. And the biggest hurdle that everybody has in network marketing is picking up the phone, right? A lot of people think that the attraction marketing is going to work. Well, there's certain key elements you need for attraction, right? You need to be influential. You need to wind up having a presence. You need to wind up being the brand themselves. If you post up your skincare line on your social media, people are really not going to wind up, being too invested in that. Now, if you have a pull, if you have an influence, if you have passion behind the content you're putting out, and you're like, yeah, look at, people go, oh my God, why are you glowing today? Then you open up a conversation. But then opening up a conversation has to be genuine too, and not just selling somebody. So I've always wondered when people, when did you contact people? What time of day did you call them? Did you call them during dinner time, in the morning, weekends? Did you stop in the grocery store? And no one, it blows me away. I've seen men and women both who make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, and they can't fucking answer the simple question: how did you contact people? Well, I just picked up the phone and I said, if I show you something, will you watch it? It's the Ray Higdon, if I will you, right? That's a common denominator. That's anyone can do it, and you're always going to be winding up looking for volume. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's a good foot in the door. The go for no. Ray Higdon's far more wealthier than I am. He's got a bigger volume base than I do. I don't agree with the go for no because you're already putting the psychology in your mind. Oh, I'm going to get a no, right? So I don't agree with that. So I always wondered for people, tell me. No one was ever able to answer it. So I go to this one seminar, and again, it's the same thing. It's all motivation, right? And it's all motivation. Even, it was partnered by 2 people, and both of them were so faith-based. They opened it up with a Christian rock band singing it. And now I'm Christian, right? But I'm not there for church. I'm there to learn to make money in a direct sales business. Then it's all the same shit. Everybody gets up and they dance at the front of the stage. I'm the only asshole sitting back. I show up to this damn thing in a suit and tie because it's a business training. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. And they never are, right? So everyone's dancing. Why aren't you dancing up here with you? Because I don't need this bullshit. I need to know how to sell. Going back to it, and then they're telling, it's all the same shit, right? Stories. I had $7 in my pocket. I was living out of my car. Then I met so-and-so, and she showed me the beauty of our product, and it changed my life. I became a millionaire in 7 days, and I was making $600,000 a minute. Now I own 12 houses. It's like, how did you fucking do it? You got to believe in yourself. Here's the caveat. How many of you have heard this? You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. Yeah. So as I'm at this event and I'm taking notes, and there was, again, probably 6, 7, 8 speakers that got up on stage. And at one point they asked me to get up on stage. And again, it's just because I had been doing well at the recruiting. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I'll get to that in a second. It's most of the events, that's what people want, is they want that recognition, right? They want to be up on stage. They want the microphone. They don't know what they're saying. They want the pat on the back from their upline, all this shit. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's nothing more than an emotional 2 or 3 days that when you leave there, you slowly start to lose. And nothing happens of it. You got to think about it. If the industry is full of thousands and thousands and thousands of people, why aren't there thousands and thousands and thousands of success stories? Because it's all motivation. It's no discipline. The network marketing business model is literally, and this is why people say it's unethical. No, it's not. It's designed to get people to stay on product. Well, what do you do if you own a business? If you own a brick and mortar coffee house, you may have the greatest cup of coffee in the world, but if you treat your people like shit, your customers, that is, if the place isn't clean, the parking lot is littered, it's hot in the summertime, cold in the wintertime, your people are not going to come back. So you have to continue to provide value. And yeah, you got to be nice. You look at your people, hey, Jeff, what's going on today? How are you, man? Do you still want your double latte, sprinkle of, I don't know, magic peppercorn milked from it, whatever it is, right? You know your customers, you know your regulars. You have to know. So it's the same thing. The network marketing model, people don't really know how to sell, but they sure shit know how to shine people on to do what? To keep them on the fucking product so that the upline makes money. So that is legitimate. That's influence. That's making people feel important and special. So during the course of this event, people were asking one of the main speaker, how do I do this? How do I call people? You just got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. And he kept asking that. And I've told him this. I stopped taking notes. I went, holy shit, he's a fucking genius. Now, I understood it. He didn't understand it. And his people don't understand it. Because I've never seen anyone reproduce at the level of what they say they do reproduce. They just don't. The belief is the most important thing in network marketing. I'll tell you why. Because it's where you find all your answers. Now, what I mean by that is every single question I've ever had, what time of day do I call people? What time, how do I present this? Do I email them? Do I call them? Do I leave them a voice note? It's all based on your belief of the industry. You believe the industry when you're educated on it, because I was not educated. 15 fucking years in this industry, I really didn't get educated in it till 2.5 years ago. I made the conscious decision. I want to know everything about network marketing. So total immersion, a Tony Robbins principle that I learned from the seminar. I jumped in. I looked at all the good, all the bad. I read every comment that was negative. Why is it negative? Why are people still succeeding? Why do the gurus online not like this? Why do some people, so why are the 3%ers out there making a crap ton of money? I needed to know everything. When you understand the validity of the business and understand what network marketing is, okay, it's direct sales. It's reverse advertising, reverse marketing. It is full 100% commission-based, and it is a perpetuation of a pattern, a system. You can do one of two ways. Sell a product, convert your customer into a business owner. Then work with them to sell products, convert those customers into, air quotes, business owners. Or you present value in more than just a product, leveraging tax laws, culture, community, product, financial education. A lot of people talk about financial education, but they really, and myself included, I will give you the financial education where it talks about leveraging your tax laws, right? Writing business write-offs, which I think is so important to wind up counterbalancing the money that you put forth. Mindset. Are you spending money every month, or are you paying your overhead? To me, the financial education is primarily a mindset. When I flip that switch, the entire business opened up for me. When we're also looking at this, the flip. So convert customers into business owners, or open franchises in people, show them to become business owners who are their own customers. Because there were so many questions I couldn't answer when I was with my last company. Hey, I got 10 boxes of this stuff sitting on my fridge. I don't take it. And when Jane Doe calls you and says, Dominick, yeah, I've been on this stuff for 7-8 months. Can you cancel my auto ship? I never had a reply on how to say, oh yeah, what was the value outside of the product? Well, I just don't take it. I never knew how to answer those questions before. But the guy giving the speech was right. The moment I believed in the business model of network marketing and I saw it for a legitimate system, which is all it is, it's a perpetuation of product transaction done one of two ways, viewed one of two ways. You either view it as selling product and then trying to convert a customer into a business owner, which the mindset is extremely difficult on that, or you present business first and have people take their own product and then give them the value and the incentive on how to stay that product, and you duplicate it over and over and over. Anybody who tells you network marketing is more than that is fucking lying. So number one, you have to address the fact of what it is. It's all it is. It's direct sales repeated over and over and over and over again. Guess what? It's a pyramid scam. Bullshit. Because if Starbucks doesn't have repeat customers, it's going out of business. If McDonald's doesn't have repeat customers, it's going out of business. If Target doesn't, any other business in capitalism doesn't have people returning to their patronize their business, they're out of business. So why are you not acknowledging the same? This 100% is a repeat business. Well, you don't, because the people you're bringing in don't have that mindset. So you manipulate them with faith and feeling. So to close that out on that, when I believe that the business is, every answer showed up for itself. What time of day do you call people? I have the answer for that. It does not make a difference. It's the content of the conversation and how you contact them. When you contact them, what do you say? Well, now that you believe it, when I started to believe the business, every single objection that I ever were presented to, I stopped doing three-way calls. I don't do three-way calls anymore. And I can't, we'll talk about that later on. I cannot stand three-way calls, right? You try to get your person on there. They don't answer the phone. Even the process of three-way calls fucking pisses me off. Oh, yeah, just show people the plan. All right, everybody, hey, John, let me see if I can get Dave on the phone. And then you put him on pause or hold. Then you try to contact Dave. Dave doesn't answer. Yeah, I can't seem to get him now. Dude, then you look like an asshole. Learn to pitch the business yourself. You will improve massively and you will find integrity, because guess what? You have to come up with the fucking answers. So you're held responsible. It's feelings, and feelings are the easiest to manipulate with faith. So you go to these events and it's a giant fucking circle jerk hug. Oh my, everybody is crying at these events. I told you I did. And they charge you up. They stimulate you to go forward with motivation. And the problem is motivation doesn't last. Ask somebody, go to the next event. Excuse me. Hi. Yeah. Are we going to be covering how to contact warm market and cold market introductions and invites for our business? Are you going to be talking about the difference between being enthusiastic versus excited? Can you talk about being a perceived expert on how to become that perceived expert? Can you talk about tonality when we talk to people? Hi, it's Dominick. If I send you a video, will you watch it? Or the excitement, the clown. Hey, oh my gosh, man, listen, I know I want to talk to you about this opportunity I got. Dude, you and I are going to make so much money. You don't want to be broke anymore, right? You want to trade your time for dollars? That's the clown show shit. One of my biggest passions is talking to people about how to talk to people. It's Dominick Izzo. Listen, I do want to have a business call with you. I want to pitch something with you. It is in the field of network marketing. I want you to take a look at this. This is going to be a personal favor to me. Let's have a discussion. Address the fucking elephant in the room. Have some integrity. You don't have integrity in this business, you're going to get people creating anti-MLM pages, and they rightfully should. So the faith has always been a manipulation, and I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. Every time somebody goes to an air quotes convention, you know what they're doing? It's all, oh my God. It's a giant pat on the back so that you will stay on the product for an X amount of times. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, because that's exactly what every business does in the world. The problem I have with the anti-MLM people is they think this is exclusively done in this industry. It's done. What do you think car salesmen do? They wind up, if they could blow you, they would blow you to make you buy the car. It's all about making you feel good to complete the transaction. So I think there needs to be integrity and there needs to be transparency. And I think if more people came to the table and they said, you know, how's your faith? If somebody asked me about my faith, yes, I'm 100% faith-based. I'm a Christ follower. Christ is the first in my business. It's not my business what you do as long as you present integrity and honesty and don't ever lie to people. I don't care what faith you practice. I would never have a church event at an event for business. But then they wind up getting, those who want to come to church tomorrow, we're doing church here in the conference room. Why would you alienate people who don't want it? I can't stand it, and I've been a part of them. You know, I've seen them, and it's wrong. So this was, like I said, this is anti-MLM Nicole, no H in her name. the quotes from a former Beachbody representative. I did not feel comfortable saying, and I was an atheist to anyone on my team. Dude, that's some shit. You'd be like, you should be able to do business. Go, listen, I am an atheist. I really don't care about religion. I'm here to learn about how to sell to improve my life. And then the other one was a former Rodan and Fields rep. Quote, the MLM made me detest Christians. The faith manipulation was horrendous. Close quote. It's 100%. It's 100%. We have to start. I think we have to be responsible to the anti-MLM people, because here's the problem. They came in this with hopes, and assholes did this to them. This business is direct sales. And I'm not a fan of people like Dan Loke, king of high ticket sales, or anybody else who talks about network marketing is a pyramid scam. Number one, do your fucking research and understand what a pyramid scam is. It's the exchange for money for no product or service. Every job is a pyramid. When I was a cop, chief of police, deputy chiefs, lieutenants, commanders, sergeants, patrol, everything's a fucking pyramid. I get the tactics are what the shitty thing is. If you're Dan Loke, you are using some incredibly emotional, manipulative tactics to sell your high ticket sales. Problem is you're one and done, Dan. We're repetitive. We need to prevail. If I get somebody to buy into the company I'm with, make that initial investment, what value am I giving them every single month to keep them on that auto ship? I have to provide value in more than just the product. I think that's where the 3 C's come in. Culture has to be the last one. Cash flow has to be the primary one as far as I'm concerned. Show people how they can make money off of this. Leverage that with commerce, an amazing product behind it. Yes, we're going to get into another podcast talking about how so many people think that the cost of network marketing is so much higher than other businesses with their products. And then culture. Culture has to change. Culture has to be direct. We're here to make money. We're here to provide a living. I don't care. I draw that line, fix those boundaries. People need to really get in that mindset of stopping this bullshit of, I love you, we're friends, and I've every fucking air quote mentor I've ever had. I hate this shit. You don't know me. You don't love me. Guys, I love you. Guys, I'll talk to you later on. We're going to do this together. We're going to do this together? One of the mentors I was under, I hit Black Diamond. We did it, guys. We hit Black Diamond. And everyone's applauding. Who the fuck is we? You did. You're the one making the money. They're not making the money. They're continuing on this auto ship. What are you giving back to them? And that's where, believe it or not, as your upline, you need to work for your people, which is something that has to change. This vision of just set it and forget it like a rotisserie late night infomercial is bullshit. If you are not working non-stop into your people, you need to make them money. That's the only way you'll wind up making yourself money. The faith-based is manipulative. It needs to stop. It needs to change. And I 100% agree with this. I'm going to be looking into more anti-MLM people. A lot of them won't be interviewed. A lot of them don't want to be podcast interviewed. I don't blame them. They got a horrible taste in their mouth. But they're right. They're wrong about the business. They're right about the tactics. They're absolutely right about the manipulation. And they're right about the industry and how it's presented. And it needs to fucking change. All right, guys, that is another episode of the Bull of MLM Network Marketing Warfare Podcast. I am Dominick Izzo. I appreciate you listening to these. Share these. Get them out there. We need to just change this industry. It's one of my biggest passions in life. I love this industry, and I want to make a massive difference in this. You guys have a great damn day. I'll see you on the next episode.